And welcome to another episode of the Clarkes Podcast.
Really?
Once again, I am your host, Dwayne, alongside
Shantae C.
And Jeffrey C.
Yes.
And we are the three C's. Once again, tuning in for another Thursday Night Live where we have a good time, talk about all this mess going on in the world, and just deliberate and relax, release, and exhale. Thursday night, the end of the week.
Thursday night, the end of the week.
Yeah, Thursday night, the end of the
I'm
week.
just trying to see.
It's Weekend's Eve.
It's week. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. It's Weekend's Eve. It's Weekend's Eve. That's what it is. It's Weekend's Eve. So we're getting ready for the weekend. We're getting ready for the weekend.
Yeah.
Get ready for the weekend to have a good time and hang out, and because I want to be like that other. What country is it? I think it's Sweden.
Mm-hmm.
That they only have 4-day work weeks.
Yeah, somebody does.
Yeah, it's one of those countries where it's only a 4-day work week. And,
they talk about us doing that.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yes, I heard
well,
that.
they need to go ahead and institute that Toronto stance.
Making the work week Monday through Thursday, and then Friday starts the weekend.
For real, we got stuff so backwards. Everybody else does everything.
Like 9 to 5 and weekend.
Listen.
They said it's more productive. They said those countries is very productive.
Because they're more rested.
Yeah, they're more rested. Yeah.
So you got to get it in them 7 hours. Because you got a siesta break in there.
They have the siesta break in the middle of the day.
Yeah, because not even 10-hour days, not 40-hour work week. You don't have a 40-hour work week.
But come over here. They want to work you and then have no time for your own personal life.
Right, and then they be mad when you be like, why? I don't understand why I got to work so much. Like they really be mad.
Yeah, like you don't need to go home.
Or no,
you don't see your family.
No. What they do?
My bottom line needs to go.
What they do is they say, "This is the job. You know what you signed up for." Wait, hold on now, sister. I didn't sign up to not have no weekends and to be work-life balance. Let me tell you, I work so much that when I get off at like 5 o'clock. Mm-hmm. I literally don't know what to do with myself because I'm so used to working till 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night that when I get off at 5, I'm like...
You don't know what to do. You just sit there and look around. Like,
right.
Yeah.
Like, literally don't know what to do with myself.
Just blinking.
And then I'll be like, okay, well, let me go sit down and watch some TV. But then you feel drawn back to the room because you just feel like you're doing something wrong.
So is that the downfall for working at home now? Is that the downfall for most people who are virtual or working at home? Because once you get off, you're off, but you're not really... You didn't go nowhere. You didn't separate home.
Well,
so the people that needs to go back into the office and needs to stay.
Well, that's the reason why my office is downstairs instead of upstairs. Because I feel like when I'm downstairs, I'm working.
Separated.
So then when I'm upstairs, that means I ain't working.
That's home.
Well, yeah, that's probably some people know how to separate it. It works. It works for people. Some people I know they like when they get up and they're working from home, they still get dressed and they go down,
take a shower, get fully dressed,
get dressed, and go.
I'm not gonna get fully dressed
now, but I mean, I put on clothes. I ain't getting no fully dressed, and then I always make sure, like at the end of the day, that I take a shower. That like signifies
I'm
the
done.
end of the day. So when I take the shower, it's like, okay,
I'm done.
Day done.
Okay.
And then a lot of times I don't even go into my office. Like I close the door.
Like that's it. Once the office is closed, that's no longer a place I need to go into.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. So that's why I really wanted to have a place where I could put the office that was not near our bedroom.
Okay.
If you remember in the old house, we had it downstairs.
It was downstairs, yeah.
I mean, so you walked into the living room, you always saw it. You always saw the office. You didn't get and a lot of people not as fortunate as us or fortunate that are working from home. That's why we're in the housing market that we are, because they have to go into the kitchen and the kitchen table and work.
Yeah.
So everybody's walking through or in the living room, or they don't have a really separate office. They have a desk in a place where everybody's walking through.
Yeah.
They can't really just separate it with a closed door or office like that.
True.
So it's kind of hard. So it's like, this day and age is changing. So, we're coming as I heard that we're coming around the corner when it comes to this pandemic. So a lot of companies are coming back in. So I heard Google, they took away the vaccination mandate for the offices, so they can go in. People start going in, or the mask mandates also. So people going in. So
they're doing that, but I do think that the companies do see some valid reasons to allow the teams to work from home, because I'm gonna be honest, you get more work out of people when they working at home.
Heck yeah,
because that commute, a lot of people walking, or you got the New York people riding the train and walking home, and then you got people in LA, they got to commute in the highways, or Atlanta, where you got to commute for an hour and a half just to get home, and then you don't get to work, and then when you get to work, you got to decompress before you start because you were stuck in all that traffic.
Yeah, because the honest to God truth is, if I have to go back in, there's not going to be working late hours. It can't be both ways.
5 o'clock, I'm done.
You can't have it both ways. You can't have me driving an hour and a half both ways. That's 3 hours of my time. Then you want me to work 10 hours, and then you want me to come home and continue to work? That's not gonna happen.
So they basically want you at work, and you get to visit the house every once in a while. That's what it
looks like. You can visit your home.
Visit home sometimes
for a few hours, but that's about it.
That's why I say, I'm like, I was having this conversation with a coworker, and we were talking about, having to go into the office to do some training for staff.
Yeah.
And I said, I was like, so you understand, I'm just trying to make sure you know this, that when I come into the office, when I leave to go home, ain't no more logging back in.
Nope.
Once I get home. You understand that, right?
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm going to be working only when I'm in the office. There's not going to be me logging off, going home and working.
Could you log back in for a second and work on this project real quick?
No. That ain't the
same. That ain't the
business. Because you have to, okay, yes, I'll work for you, but you don't own me. And I have to, there has to be a line that you have to set. Because if you don't set it, they're going to just do and ask you to continue to do and do and do, especially if you salary.
Yeah.
And keep you in your place.
You're right. So a lot of companies think just because you're salary, you work all the time.
Right.
Which is not the case. It's not true.
I see people, they be emailing at 11, 12, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, oh, heck. No, there's no way. There is no way. I mean, not to say I've never worked that late, but I mean, it's just, so either one of two things happen. Either you got a job, another job during the day, and that's why you emailing at 3 o'clock in the morning. I mean, it makes no sense. These people work.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's got to be some kind of cutoff.
I think that's the good thing. One of the good things that came out of pandemic is us realizing how too much we work, and we don't have a work-life balance. And now we're like, I'm not doing that no more.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
So I wonder, once we come out of this, how many vacations and people going to be on more compared to what they were before.
Man, what?
Yeah, if you got to go back in the office, people going to be taking vacation right and left.
It's going to be it's going to be a lot of changes, hopefully. When
hopefully, make it better. Keeping people around. Speaking of keeping people around and work, Target. Y'all heard about Target? Target said Target in their retail stores and distribution centers are going to be starting to pay people up to $24 an hour.
Oh, that's great.
That's really good.
That's a lot of money. So it's like, offering... Yeah, go to Target for a job. You got to be full-time. You ain't going to get no part-time job in 24 hours. $24 an hour. But that's
Is that discrimination? If it's the same job, you can have it part-time and still be making the same money. They can't do that.
Okay, what she said though.
That's discrimination. If it's the exact same job with the exact same qualifications, whether it's full-time or part-time, you can't make a distinction and pay. Only time that you could do that is if it favors in the positive. Like if you're PRN, so basically paid as needed, you don't get benefits, so they pay you more. But they're not gonna pay you less because you're part-time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, Cool.
Yeah, I couldn't do. I can't do. I'm never doing retail ever again.
You
ever
tell it. Okay, pot kettle, boy. You telling me? You telling
boy?
I spent 20-something years.
I don't know how you did that long.
20 plus years in that.
He was providing for his family.
Okay, well, yeah.
That's how he did it.
Okay.
Dante said, sad part is they just catching up with inflation. I
mean, you do what you have to do to support the family.
It took this year for them to see that they're behind inflation. Like, ain't nobody working at Wendy's for $8 an hour no more.
Yeah.
They can't even. They had a lot of them close early because they just can't
get people to work that late.
Yeah. I saw one. I pulled up to one restaurant, and then I pulled up to a McDonald's, and they said we're closed. We're closed between 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. due to staff shortages. It was like an hour, not a 5 8, but it was like one whole hour. They closed the whole store in the middle of the day. Because of staff shortages. That happened to me. I was trying to go to lunch one day, and I had to go to 3 different places, and they all
closed
because of staff shortages. And then we went to, the other night, we tried to go to like a Chili's. They said due to staff shortages, we're only doing takeout. No dining at all. I was like, so it's like these people, you got to pay these people to do the job. Because I should have wrote this down because I didn't even see the facts, but they said all these CEOs and owners are making billions. Their profits are up. They're making money, but their wages are still down.
Yeah.
Stop making these profits over and over. Because when I used to work, well, I don't work for them no more, so I can talk about it. When I used to work in retail at Chance Sports, they had the sales goals. Mm-hmm. You had to every year beat what you did last year. You had to beat those. So you've beaten those every year.
But
you're constantly making profits for the last 5-10 years, and you're constantly making profits. Why are the wages not going up?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you get 10 years? You get a raise, but it's 3%. That's not going to do nothing.
But your profits are still going up, and then if you don't make those profits, then you're looking bad. But you made profits for 10, 15 years straight, but you lose 1 year, and people losing their job. Come on now. Does that make any sense?
That don't make no sense.
So, and let's just be clear. The profit margins that they go up are between 10 to 15 to 20%, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So then when you talk about 3% increase over the staff of 20, right? That's not going to equal the amount of additional money that you brought in.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. So then the only way for you to truly be able to get your money back is for them to have stock options and you to buy it at the employee discounted rate.
There you go. So you talk about the corporate greed. It ain't about the pay. The problem isn't the pay of workers, but rather corporate greed in the form of stock buybacks, price increases that go along with wage suppression. All right. Then I fact check it. Dante, get to it.
Yeah.
And he get to it. So,
I remember when I worked at Banana Republic, they start you off at it was $9 an hour. And then it was such a high turnover. I'm like, well, ain't nobody gonna stay here that long.
You gotta go.
But you fussing at them for not really being
folding the clothes properly.
Get out of here, man.
I saw it from the worker management side, and as an entrepreneur, and got to do businesses. You're gonna work more when you're working for yourself because you got to build something. But you got to, a lot of these new age entrepreneurs taking care of people. So
And remember, Dwayne, as a real estate agent, I don't think you guys realize, but he's an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
He has to build his business, from the ground up, literally. Yeah. And there was times where it wasn't easy. Like,
getting referrals. Now you're in the point where you get referrals and business coming in. But business, as we were talking about wages and everything up. So President Joe Biden, Sleepy Joe, he was funny. He's funny. Joe's funny. I like Joe. I voted for Joe, but he's just funny. State of the Union. So he talked about the wages and the profits and all that, what we're talking about now. And that the businesses need to pay back their employees. Of course, like you said, Dante was talking. But if you're making billions and billions of dollars over and over, why can't you play a few $100 million to your people? So it's the way the world is, and then we've seen gas prices jumping up and stuff going. So we got to worry about that, what we got in our life right now. So speaking of the State of the Union, so one thing I took from State of the Union, which was hilarious, I watched it, It was funny. I'm an old man, so I watch State of the Union. So, y'all folks out there with the PPP loan fraud, Joe coming after y'all. So he announced in the State of the Union, he's will name a chief prosecutor for specifically pandemic fraud. So he coming after y'all. So he said all those billions of dollars y'all took away from hardworking small businesses that couldn't get them because y'all were doing these frauds. He coming after all y'all. So they already got they got some people. Yeah. But these people that did the fraud, they don't realize that's a paper trail. They coming after you.
Duh.
They got you just because they ain't gonna catch me. They ain't gonna know.
Oh no.
They gonna get you.
After I got mine, I got emails that I needed, provide, the paperwork that I had a legit business and.
Yeah, they tried to. Because the unemployment people, they try to email me talking about we need to get proof. I'm like, hold on. I do my W-9s, my W-9s, my 1099, all that stuff get filed, so it's there.
Yeah,
I was working retail. I got y'all got me with my unemployment. I paid it to y'all for 20 years and never got a dime. So y'all gonna give me my money. Yeah. So they got the people.
Yeah, that's why it took me so long to get mine because I didn't understand how it was so easy for them to fraud people. And I had a legit business, and it took me forever. Almost, I didn't get mine until almost a year after the pandemic started.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because I was looking, so the story I read, they were talking about the people that got caught, like the rappers and the football players. I think the rapper, Pretty Ricky,
yeah,
dude,
Pretty Ricky, yeah.
From the group Pretty Ricky, he got 2 years because of his $1 million. And then the dude from Atlanta that we talked about on our show last year, he got 17 years.
Oh,
because he got
a lot. I remember he got a lot.
He had $3.4 million. Yeah. But he bought a Rolls Royce. He took $900, started a business in Arkansas. He pays child support. He bought a house.
Well, starting the business shouldn't have been a problem.
Yes, it is, because he started a business. You would have to have already had the business. So it was payment protection plan. So you're supposed to be paying your employees. He said he had 107 employees that he was paying. So he got to pay for them during the pandemic, which he didn't. Yeah. I think he had some employees because he had a truck company, but I think he had like 10.
Yeah.
He got like $3.4 million. And he didn't even pay them 10. That's how he got caught. He didn't even pay the 10 that he had. Yeah. So that's one of the reasons why he was caught. He got caught on that fraud. So even I heard the story, and she's not big time, but the lady who got like $1 million and bought a house and bought a Range Rover. Somebody was on the news catching her. So it's like a lot of these people. The business had closed down. Her business had closed out 2 years before the pandemic, but she applied and got the money. It was like $1 million. She bought a house. She bought a Range Rover. She went on trips. She did a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so there's a lot of people getting caught.
I was like, I was scared to do it. I was like,
I mean, no, you would have been in one of your rights to do it. Like if you, they could go off of your taxes
and stuff, but I mean, we wasn't making
it don't matter.
People money.
It don't matter.
I was like,
if you were in self-employed or whatever, you had a business, you were eligible to do it. They go off of your taxes of the previous year, and they go off. Well, if you were doing payroll, see, you remember when I started doing payroll that year? So that good thing I did it, because I wouldn't be able to get it. You did, so I started doing it.
I was like, bruh.
And then so they go off of the payroll of that, and then they looked at the average, and they come up with the amount, and then they, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So I don't know how they were fraud. I guess they were having fake.
My
1099s, I got my money for me, my one employee as my employee, because I got my money.
And then once you get it, you're an employee, so you can spend it how you want it.
Yeah. But I didn't get no millions. I didn't get no hundreds of thousands. I got
that was crazy.
A couple of thousands.
Jokers have a dog walking business getting $250,000. Like, come on, man.
These people, what are you doing? What they were doing. They were all going crazy.
Way too much.
And then once you spend a certain amount of money, our IRS is automatically alerted.
Oh.
Once you spend, I think it's over 10 or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it was 10 when you're going through the country.
When you're putting money in the bank.
Or taking money out of the bank.
Something like that, yeah.
Over 10, yeah, you're right. Jeffrey.
Yeah, it's over 10.
So 9, so if you guys go to the bank and go to take out 999,000 1 week and then go to the next month and take it out, they don't look at it.
They don't, yeah.
It's $1 short of the limit.
Yeah, even if you go to a car dealership, like, people go with 9,000 because if you buy anything with cash over 10, they gotta tell the IRS.
There you go.
So, yeah.
Man. So y'all pandemic fraud people out there with them PPP loans. Ooh, he's a special prosecutor. He coming for y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all are done. There people like, oh, I'm got it. I'm good. Ain't nobody gonna worry about my small little business. You got 250,000, 300,000.
And
your business didn't even make $5,000 last year.
Man, come on.
They coming for you.
Jeez.
Oh, in the news of what's happening with couples. Y'all remember Delicious from Flavor of Love? I'm counting my age now. Flavor of Love 2.
That was
not 1, but Flavor of Love 2.
That was part 2.
Yeah, that was Flavor of Love 2. I'm gonna put a picture up there so y'all can see.
Who won part 1?
Part 1 was
the basketball chick?
I think it was not Miss Basketball. Not Miss Basketball.
Basketball.
Hoops.
Yeah, Hoops won, but came in second was
Tiffany.
Tiffany Paula.
New York.
Miss New York.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Miss New York was a number, but she was so the picture's up there. So Tiffany, I'm going to talk about Tiffany. Delicious from Flavor of Love 2 got married 2 years ago to Raymond Santana. So Raymond Santana's a little bit famous. He's part of the Exonerated 5 from New York. So the guys that got accused of raping their teenagers, and he got exonerated, so they call him the Exonerated 5. He got exonerated, and then of course New York paid them all settlements. I think it was $6 million each.
Yeah,
settlements. They all have settlements. So he lives in Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
Up in Duluth, or what you call it. So
he lives in Atlanta.
Yeah, he lives in Atlanta.
So he's probably like, let me get the hell on.
Very good.
So he married Delicious a couple years ago. They got married and they've been on all social media, such and such, lovey-dovey. So recently, in the last couple of months, they've been going at each other.
Yeah. Of course they have.
They going at each other. She's saying he's a narcissist and he's a liar and he's a cheater. And why do people want to put their business on social media? You get a divorce, and be on, okay, we're parted our ways. Why does it have to go to that point?
I don't know.
Yeah, she trying to make sure she got her next bag.
She got to make sure she got the next bag.
She got to make sure she got her next bag.
Hey.
So
she like, I need to put it on social media so Mona Sky can see.
Is she getting half?
That's the thing I don't know yet. So hopefully they had a prenup because she got a little bit of money. She had some money. She was a social media star. She was a radio station, so she had a little money.
Okay,
she was on a radio station
up in Detroit, not in Atlanta. No.
Oh, Detroit.
Because she mad.
She what?
Because she mad.
She mad. She big mad.
She big. Okay. So in divorce news, free at last. Thank God Almighty, she's free at last. Who do you say?
Kim K.
Kim Kardashian is now free to be single. She's no longer Kim Kardashian West. She is back to Kim Kardashian.
Dropped the West.
KK.
She dropped the West, and Kanye decided to go get him a clone of his ex-wife. So that's what everybody's saying, the Kim K lookalike that he has. So I heard this clip on a radio show. I think either I heard a clip on a radio show or on Instagram. So another show was talking about, do you get mad if your ex finds a girl that looks just like you?
Yes.
So the girl on the show was like, I'm good because I was good. So he wants me. I'm the prototype. But you're mad if he finds a girl looks just like you?
Yes. Look.
Okay.
You had the real thing. You couldn't handle it. Don't be trying to find no damn substitute. I'm the only one. I'm the real thing. You cannot replace me just because she looks like me. She ain't me.
Well, this girl definitely ain't Kim. Kim a billionaire. She definitely ain't. She's just an Instagram model, probably got a few $100,000 in the bank, but she ain't no billionaire like Kanye.
First of all, I knew somebody who did that.
They did what?
I was dating them, and then I dumped them, and then they went and got somebody who looked just like me and married him.
Wow.
And then she cheated on him. On him.
Wow.
And then he had to divorce her.
Damn.
Okay.
Damn straight. I was like, yeah, that's because you can't replace me. I'm irreplaceable.
Look,
but you dumped him, so why do you care if he got somebody? He wanted you. You dumped him. Now he dumped you.
I had to dump because he was a cheater.
But if he dumped you and then when he found somebody like you, but you say you dumped him, so why would you care if he found somebody that looks just like you?
I'm like, you had the real thing. That right?
Somebody did that to me.
Oh,
that's right.
They dumped you and went and found them.
No,
you dumped. Okay. That's what I'm asking.
No. That's not what happened.
That's what I'm saying.
After the fact,
okay,
they got somebody that looked like me. I'm like, okay. I mean, I didn't care. Like,
okay,
that shows how you miss me. So
there you go.
I'm like,
he misses you.
No.
Maybe that's his type though. Maybe he's just like,
negative.
And that's what I'm saying.
Okay, so let me tell you, the girl.
Men have a type, so women have a type.
Yeah.
So they both find a type.
Was the same skin complexion.
Okay.
She wore glasses.
Okay.
I had a short haircut. The girl had a short haircut.
Okay.
Really, Clark?
He's told me on the show.
Who is that?
A friend of mine, friend of yours. A friend too. He should be watching the show. Our brother-in-law should be watching the show. He calling me during the show.
Our brother-in-law?
Yeah, he should be watching the show, calling me, blessing up to say, "Come on now,
hey, come on, brother-in-law, how you doing?
Come on now." We're on the show, but go ahead.
Yeah. So anyway, she had the same shape and everything. I saw the picture on Facebook and I was like, wait a minute. Oh, hell no, that ain't even me. I had to take a double take. She looked just like me. I was like, really? What? I was like, really?
Dang, I couldn't do it.
I couldn't do it.
Me personally, I couldn't
crazy.
Yeah. Me personally, I couldn't. Yeah. One of my exes, like,
that's what Kim said.
I turned one woman down because I like, nah.
You remind me of somebody.
Way too much.
You remind me of
my G.
Yeah, like, no.
He said he was like Usher. You remind me of a girl that I once knew. See your face whenever I look at you. Couldn't believe all of the things she put me through.
There you go.
This is why I just can't get with you.
Damn, Usher had it, did he? Didn't he? He had it. Oh, Lord.
You mean Jermaine Dupri had it. Okay.
Oh, he
yeah.
He just had a type. So that's that. Kanye has a type. So in the world of entertainment, let's talk about they're doing a new movie. They're doing a new movie. They're doing a reboot. Yeah, they're doing movies all the time. Okay, you know, with sarcasm, whatever. They do movies all the time. I know. They're doing a movie. They're doing a new movie. They're doing a reboot of White Man Can't Jump.
Really?
And who they gonna have?
So they just announced who the star is, a white man who's going to be doing the Woody Harrelson. The Woody Harrelson part.
Channing
Tatum. Better be the Woody Harrelson part, because if he's doing the Wesley Snipes part, they don't make no sense.
But Channing Tatum.
They have decided to go with rapper Jack Harlow.
Who was that? That guy.
Okay.
Jack Harlow.
I
think he can ball, can he? He can ball.
I think he played in the Celebrity Game.
Yeah, he
was in the Celebrity Game. So
I can see that. Okay, so who they gonna get as the dude?
So I was looking at. They haven't picked the Wesley person.
Well, who they gonna get as Rosie?
Rosie Perez. Oh, that'll be good. I don't know if they're gonna get the same girl, outlandish girl, but they're gonna.
She gotta be
just as outlandish.
Just as outlandish, but I'm trying to see.
But she gonna do Jeopardy. She ain't gonna want to do Jeopardy. She gonna try to do the family. I want to be on Family Feud, girl. I'll get Steve Harvey show something like that. Because you know who's doing the show? The producing it is Kenya Burris, Blackish. he's producing.
Child. I thought you were saying Kenya Moore. I was going to say, what? No, sir.
So
that's good. LaShawn said Cardi B.
Yes.
Yes, LaShawn, you had it on the bed. Yes.
That's pretty good.
Cardi B.
Because she is, that she would be perfect. She'd be like, you can't go out there and spend that money like that.
Yeah,
what are you saying to me?
You hit it right on the head, Lulu.
Yeah. Cardi B
needs to do the Rosie Perez. She would be perfect. She would be
better.
Perfect. Because she still got the accent. She would be perfect. You got it right. Yep. That's perfect. Yep. White Man Can't Jump. So White Man Can't Jump reboot coming. So we'll see.
So who they getting to play Wesley?
They haven't announced that yet, so I want to wait and see. So they found I don't know if he's the main star. So it's going to be interesting who's going to do the Wesley. They might do a newcomer or one of the young actors they got nowadays, because they got a lot of good young actors doing stuff. You know, a lot of these people come from social media that started social media doing real good. Yeah. You know, because I look at like Jake from State Farm. He started as a social media guy.
I know.
No, did he?
Yeah.
And he was on our show that we liked, that little sitcom with the people that lived, the sister that came and lived smart.
Best
like
friend,
that.
Best friend.
You know
what I'm talking about? I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I don't.
Some Netflix show we found.
Me and Dwayne.
Some crazy Netflix
First of all, Dwayne found the show. I just want you to know it's like a little
sitcom. I just need a sitcom to fall asleep. You know, when you want to find something to fall asleep at night.
Except that he watches it, you know, when he wakes up, and then he watches all the
Well, I'm not. I watch something to fall asleep
throughout the day, and then
put something to fall asleep.
But then I started watching these shows because I want to watch these shows. So I watch it to fall asleep. But if I already seen this, I just replay an episode so I'll fall asleep on it. But that's
okay.
But King Bash, a lot of these social media people doing their thing, so I got to give it to them. So in other news, I think this was announced after last week's show, but Joe Biden has announced the Supreme Court nominee, Ketanji Brown. So the reason I'm bringing her up is because I saw a clip of Fox News anchor Tucker Carlson. No, I don't know if he's racist. He's allegedly, so I'm gonna say allegedly racist. I don't know if he is, so I'm gonna use that word so I can get out of any legal action. Allegedly racist, Tucker Carlson. So he's going on about her pick, about Joe Biden's pick. He says Ketanji Brown. He's calling her one of the great legal minds of our century. Okay. Well, if she's one of the great legal minds, so they can't, because she's like a Barack Obama. She ain't got nothing in her background. She's been a lawyer, judge, families in law enforcement. So he decides to say, okay, well, since she's one of the great minds, I want to see her LSAT.
Really?
That's what he brought up. He couldn't say nothing about who she is or what she did wrong.
So it doesn't matter. Let me see the people who passed the MCAT.
Yeah. So he's bringing up
the LSAT. Let's just clarify for one moment.
Let's tell people what it is. So
because
before you go further,
is just the test to qualify to get into the school.
Okay.
So you're going to learn all your knowledge about how to practice law once you get into the school.
Yeah.
This is saying, this is how much knowledge I have prior to going to school.
Correct.
So what the hell does that mean?
Correct.
What is the LSAT going to prove?
Yeah.
Because so what you're saying is, I have this much knowledge about the law and can put my logic to the test to be able to say, I logically can think through these problems well enough that I'm able to absorb what they're going to teach
in law school.
Oh, okay.
That's all the test is saying. Do I have the right mindset to be able to receive the information that I'm going to get when I go to law school? That's all the LSAT is. So what is that going to show them? Because she didn't learn how to practice law until she got into law school.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
So that logic makes no sense.
They got nothing. They have nothing else to talk about. That's all it is.
Yeah, and that's what he had. Fox News.
Why you gotta get me to just go on?
That's why I bring these topics up. I didn't say that.
I just want it to be clarified.
Yes. So I saw
she passed
Kamala's Kamala's, I think, either her niece or her sister. I think it's her niece was on Twitter. I follow her on Twitter. So she made, well, I don't know what she said. She said, well, let me be the first to show Tucker Carlson my LSTAT score. So she just put up a big old screen and said, and the bottom it just said, F you, Tucker Carlson. That's her score. You know, you want to see my score. Yet another covert racism. Covert stumbling blocks to put in front of a black woman. Well, they're not going to, we know for a fact she's going to get approved. She's going to get confirmed to be on the Supreme Court because they know there's no way they can't go around. She's a black woman. She's educated. So it's like, okay, what are you holding against her? She doesn't have any criminal background. She ain't got no, what do you call it? They can't find nothing to bring out on her. So they're not like they doing Kavanaugh where all these women came out and say, he touched me, he did all this in college.
Let the naysayers come.
She's got it. They just upset that it's a black woman.
Yeah, they're scared.
Just let the naysayers come. She's
got it. I have no issue. He nominated her. She's gonna get confirmed. No ifs, ands, or buts. It's just how fast she gets confirmed. They're gonna prolong it. So sticking with the black girl magic, we're gonna talk about another girl, black girl magic. One of Shantae's favorite, one's of Shantae's favorite person. She's not the most favorite, but she's in her top list of people Shantae would like to sit down with. And, it's like, I got Tyler Perry. Shantae has
Queen Latifah?
Miss Shonda Rhimes.
Oh, yeah.
Shonda Rhimes. So Shonda. So if y'all didn't know, March is International Women's.
Okay, don't make me call you somebody else's name.
It's International Women's Month. So it's appreciation on all women and all the things women do.
Yeah.
Okay. So Shonda Rhimes has got her own drum roll. Oh, that's applause.
Really?
She has her own Barbie doll.
Oh,
that's cool.
And it's not like a regular. It's got all the natural hair. It's got a little bit of, it's not just no skinny Barbie doll. It actually resembles her. Okay. Because Barbies are known for being skinny and not unlifelike.
Why? Is she thick or something?
Yes.
Shonda, yeah.
Got a thick Barbie?
Yes, Shonda. It's a thick Barbie.
Shonda, thick girl.
Yeah, thick Barbie. Yeah.
Thick
Barbie.
She's a thick
So Shonda, and then she's also, she just put her home. I saw her home.
But I ain't mad. I'm a thickums too, so sure.
Yeah, she put her home. Yeah, Shonda's doing her thing. She got that $150 million Netflix deal.
Who is she again?
Scandal.
She is a writer and producer. She created Grey's Anatomy, Scandal,
How to Get Away with Murder.
Those are her top shows.
Yeah.
She's done other ones on TV.
She had, what was the spinoff of Grey's Anatomy? I forgot.
Private Practice?
Private Practice.
She had some shows, but then with all her success in all those shows, Netflix came and dropped the bag on her and gave her a $150 million production deal.
Oh, nice.
So she produces that show that you're watching right now called Inventing Anna.
Oh, yeah. She did Inventing Anna.
She's been the socialite who tricked all the people out of their money.
The girl from Ozark was on there.
Oh, is that where she's from? Mm-hmm. The lead character?
Yeah.
Oh.
She's from Ozark, Ozark. So, So Shonda Rhimes out there doing black girl magic, doing her thing.
Shonda Land.
And
congratulations, Shonda.
Shonda Rhimes. So I want to congratulate her on her Barbie and what she's doing for International Women's Month.
I love it.
Me too.
I would like to say...
Did you just pop your thumb?
Uh-oh.
I would like to say, since it's International Women's Month, I'd like to give a shout out to the woman of the three Clarkes who is doing her thing with all that she has going on. Maybe like somebody else did, So I'll put.
You got a picture of me?
I know, right? Is there about to pop up?
You know what? I can just put her on the screen by herself. And just highlight and put it.
Spotlight.
I ain't gonna do all that. Well, I'm just gonna play the applause so everybody online here. So usually at the beginning of the show, we start by saying what everybody's doing. So we're getting to the end of the show. So everybody, Like I said last week, the week before, we're going to have a different look coming next week for the next show. It's going to be a whole different look. We're moving out of our current studio and going into a bigger, better studio. More and more things going on. So, the journey is happening. We're doing things.
Yeah, so we're in a transition period.
Where's that transition?
So if it looks a little more like the house, like, don't judge us.
It's going to be more comfy looking. It's going to look like we're sitting on the couch having a conversation.
Like, we look like we at the house chilling. Like, don't prosecute us.
Don't prosecute us. All of a sudden we lost our rent or something. We can't do what we're doing before.
We are trying to get the new studio put together and built out, but we will not be here. This is our last episode.
So if you visit us here before, been here, say farewell to our first studio. It's a landmark, so we got to say farewell to the original studio, our first studio.
It's so hard
to say goodbye to yesterday. Should have ended the show with that, but
we have to end the show.
Jeffrey, do you have a 5-minute tip for everybody?
Damn,
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
What? Not on your party.
Final thought?
I'm sorry. I'm thinking your final. I'm sorry because I'm thinking I produce other shows, people. So I produce 2 other shows, and they have a 5-minute tip on that other show I produce.
It's a big tip.
So I'm sorry. So that's a 5 minute. So it's not a 5 minute tip. I'm sorry. It's the last thoughts from Jeffrey.
My goodness.
Which we usually expound on, but don't forget to watch 10 Things on Wednesday at 9:00, and then catch Beers and Bourbons. Next episode dropping soon. Next episode dropping soon. Beers and Bourbons is not a weekly show. It's
when we feel like
we drop. When we get relevant topics, we're gonna drop them on you. So get ready.
Yeah.
Lord, they're gonna be like, when does this show come on exactly?
We're gonna send out announcements when it's coming soon. So y'all gonna get alerts and stuff. So like the page so you know when it's coming. Like the page.
And subscribe
to the YouTube page so you know when the car are coming. So tell your friends. And we are going to compartmentalize our show to one page. It's going to be on 3 Clarkes only. We're not going to be on all these other pages because room 420 is leaving. So we're going to be on 3 Clarkes page. So when you want to watch us on the 3 Clarkes page and watch the after show on YouTube. Okay? So Jeffrey, what is your ending topic for today?
Just give us a
final thought. Lord have mercy. I'm sorry. Give us a final thought.
Let me see. I didn't prepare. I'm never prepared.
You never prepared. You just throw stuff out.
The
nuggets.
Let me see. I work, so in the barbershop, I see, kids all the time. And I just noticed one thing, like, fellas, stay in your kids' lives. Please raise your kids. Even if it doesn't work out between you and the mother, and I understand it doesn't happen, just make sure you raise your son, especially your sons, because the sons need their father. Women can't raise these boys to be men. And I see it a lot. And I can tell the difference. I can tell who doesn't have their father in their lives, and I can tell by, my interaction with them. So, raise your kids, man. Be with your kids.
Please. Preach. I understand that. Shante, anything last you got to say? Ladies always.
Well, I just want to say that I was totally against coming to this studio when we first started. And it has become a home for us.
Yeah. Oh, Shante about to cry.
I feel that we had some good times in here, and I'm very sad to leave this final time of being here. And so I say farewell.
I do.
And bid.
I do.
Room 420.
4220
that I could never get correct.
Yeah, exactly.
I do.
42.
All right. As always, this has been the 3 Clarkes. We appreciate y'all tuning in every Thursday night at 8:00. We are here with you. We are not going anywhere. We still be online. No matter where we're located, technology has us. We can be anywhere at any time. If we got to broadcast from our phones in separate locations, we're going to be here for y'all. Appreciate y'all being here for us. So we are the Clarkes Podcast. I have been Dwayne.
I'm Shantae.
I'm still Jeff.
And we are the 3 Clarkes. Same bat channel, same bat time. Catch you next week.
Hey.